Salam Alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. And today we are witnessing some of the premonitions that I had come true. And, I want to start this conversation by saying that this administration, this leadership has been warned to stop setting up on the indigenous black and brown people of this nation. This administration continues to try to harm the people of this nation with policies that are racist, with policies that are hurtful to not only the black and brown people, but to, even their own people. And so we're seeing some of their own people turn against them in this tyrannical administration, in massive proportions, that these people are committing atrocities against their own people in their own land. So, we're no longer having those people who are jumping off of buildings like they were unaliving themselves in the Great Depression. You are having, these white on white crimes take place, and just pop up all over the place, and they were, one of the most infamous ones that I was aware of when this first started happening over and over again. And I'm going to talk about some of the new ones, but the first one that I was aware of these crimes, these serial killers taking place, was Brian Thompson, the pharmaceutical executive, whom Luigi Mangione, was the person who was unaliving this CEO executive for United Health. So these major companies who have the ability to change people's lives, who have just been, taking money and being greedy and doing things to people, we're having some of their own people turn against them in this system, and the system is beginning to implode. This is what we're witnessing. And, on the other day, I was looking in the news, and I was just surprised that, and I don't even know his name. Oh, okay, it's Shane Tamura. Shane Tamura was able and allowed to go to the 33rd floor in the Manhattan building, where another company, Blackstone, these people, which is a real estate company, and these people are shaping people's lives. They're taking people's money. They're selling faulty products. They're doing something to these people in order to, have their own people turn up against them and harm them. But it's greatly due to, this administration that is sending out these negative signals to harm their own people. We're having this administration try to hide a lot of things about, this administration, the policies that they're putting in place, so that they can harm their own people. And, they want to continue to harm and unalive, black and brown people, and we can see that with the Alcatraz, alley. And I mentioned that before. How foul for a person to do something to someone that they wouldn't want done to them or their families. And since they feel like they have the power, then God is stepping in to show them that he has absolute power. the way that they're treating people around the world. You go and visit somebody in their land, and because they're dark skinned, you're asking them how did they, learn English, which is an insult. So, for us, for the chosen ones, that makes us absolutely know who we're dealing with, the pride that we're dealing with, the arrogance that we're dealing with. And we must absolutely understand that we don't do business with those type of people. We don't want to do business with those. We don't want to share our gifts with those type of people. We don't want to be associated with those type of people. Anything that, our name would have to go on with these people. But let me move on, because I got some more of these crimes, and this is happening in biblical proportions, where, these people are setting up on their own people, because they're so worried about the black and brown people in attacking them. And they're tearing down themselves. And these are some of the things that the Holy Quran has talked about. These are some of the things that the Holy Quran has warned us about. They're breaking down their own fortresses. They're breaking down their own houses. They're forcing their own selves out of the land. So they don't have to worry about us. I had a person, told me to go back to my country, where if I wanted to do jihad, and I guess he thought he was being funny. But, you don't have to worry about the black and brown people, because we've stepped out the way so that, the people that you have promised of your people, that, they were going to have the American dream. And when they're finding out that they're not having that they can't have their way, they are the ones who are attacking you. And all that they don't do, then we have, other things that is going on in the world that's coming against you. The floods are coming against you. We have, and like I said, my premonitions are coming true. We have the floods, we have the thunder that's coming against you. That's, it's going to set you on fire. So you don't have to worry about us coming, to deport you into the terror dome, into hell. You don't have to worry about the black and brown people. You're doing a great job of it yourselves. And our people who are lined up with you, then, they're going with you on this. We can't change that. But, for some of the younger ones who didn't know any better, then, they are turning the tide. They are turning away from you. They see what you're going through. They don't want to be a part of it. And they're coming back to the chosen ones. They're coming back to learn and defend, the black indigenous people. And they are not afraid of these reproaches that, you're trying to set up on them, and show your strength and put them in fear of power, of your power. That is not going to work for this younger generation, because, they were never chastised into that kind of fear. And so now they are going to set up on you. This younger you're seeing younger, and Shane Tamura, he looked like a very young person. And they're going to set up on you because they were never chastised. They were never disciplined. And then they're going to tell lies, the lies that you've been telling on indigenous black people, that we're lazy. They're going to make up lies on you now. So you're imploding from the inside out because of the way that you ran the society. And this is a warning to you. As long as this I can't even say what he is, this tyrannical leadership, as long as he is in office, making these arrogant, prideful decrees, policies, it's going to be destruction. It's going to be destruction. And I'm going to come with a part 2 for this, because we got to also look at, again, the weather and the animals. Again, we're going to take another look at it, because there have been some new developments in society that people did not know. There have been new developments in the earth. So we're going to close out here, and we're going to pick up on this on tomorrow, so that we can finish talking about how these things are coming true, and how this society is imploding from the inside out. So I appreciate you guys. I thank you for your support. Please donate to my page. It's only $25 to donate to me for a topic. Please book a session with me. Book a one-on-one consultation. Like, share, and subscribe over all of my platforms. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.